Well, 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 we are back live from Calgary, where on a Friday night in the dead cold of winter, we know most of our viewership is watching from home, where it's toasty warm and not -20. But we got Royal Crown and GTA Prep lined up for game number 2 from Calgary on day 2 of 4.
This is a young Royal Crown
Two
Academy
young teams here,
Oh yeah,
right?
actually, yeah, that's right. The GTA roster is all 2022s, 23s, maybe 121. So a lot of these two teams in particular, a lot of upside, a lot of future.
Yeah, and this is a Royal Crown team that I haven't seen much of, but I've heard much of. Jalen Spencer there with the carry.
Yeah, you got guys like Zayden Cross and Jasmar Alombe and Jaden Weebley who have been kind of carrying the team. But you got different pieces that could step up at any given moment. A lot of different players on this roster capable of, between 10 and 20 points.
Two young teams that are also going to learn pretty quickly that the officiating is different in every province that you play in, and both these coming from Southern Ontario. We're going to be learning on the fly as we go here this evening.
Look at this defense right here, Jay. Jalen Spencer down in a deep athletic stance, hands out. That pressure defense.
I think this is a Royal Crown team that while they don't crave the spotlight, they are excited about finally getting the game on the live stream here in the NPA. And I think GTA Prep's game plan is pretty simple. Front the post, do not allow them to get it to the big man down low, Jaden Webley, who's a Calgary, Alberta native, which is what's so great about this league, being able to bring these kids back home to play in front of their family and friends.
And we connected Jaden back in the day through one of his club coaches. His club coach, JB, actually at the time, was looking for an opportunity for him to play on the Nike EYBL circuit, and they ended up connecting with UPlay, Dwayne Washington, who's also the program director here for Royal Crown. So it's coming at you full circle.
That was Jalen Spencer from downtown, shoots it a little bit off his shoulder, but it was pure. Big rebound from Malachi Virtue. This kid is so raw and so exciting to watch. Oh, and over and back. These are just the little things.
Careless turnovers.
Hey, you're getting off a flight. You're coming out here. Different gym. This is very different sight lines. This team did get in here today for a shoot around, though. Some of the edge guys sticking around to watch this game. Nathan Virgin, who's the high scorer for GTA Prep in the last game. At the line is Virgin, looking to build off a solid start to his session. And hey, GTA Prep lost by 20 yesterday, but talking to head coach David Cooper, he went back and watched the tape and just feels like they're not as far away as he felt that they were during the game. He had some very solid stretches.
And although they're a small team, they're super gritty. They're going to try to pressure. They're going to try to push on the other end in transition, not allow the defense to set up.
Like what I see here, Alan Spoonhunter sharing the rosters with his teammates so they know who they're watching out here, because they'll be matching up soon enough. Zayden Cross from downtown. Bunch of Scarborough natives here as well. There's Joris Michael John, who absolutely has to be an offensive threat for GTA Prep to be able to succeed at this level. To the baseline. Got it to go while getting hacked. Jasimar Olambe. A name I've heard for a lot of years, haven't been able to see a lot of him play, and I know somebody who's very excited to make his mark on the league. Timeout on the floor. Early going. Stay with us.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system of basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct.
We got a 4-point lead for Royal Crown Academy out of Scarborough, Ontario. A first-year program that is consistently showing the class that we want in our new additions to the league, both on the floor, off the floor. The coaching staff rolls in here today looking dapper, making team colors look solid, and their squad coming out as well, excited to represent in Calgary, although they fall asleep on the inbounds there. Darren Clark with 2. Olambe. Little handoff action here.
And that high screen, Jaden Webley's got to come off on the roll a lot quicker.
Transition. Cut up. Inbound. Olambe. Ooh. Halfway down before it popped out for Spencer. Tight one here in the early going. 2 young teams learning themselves. Learning the, I almost said international game, interprovincial game. Getting themselves ready for post-secondary education and the competition that will bring.
Jalen Spencer with 2 fouls. We'll take a little bit of a break. I love the defensive pressure that he's coming on with.
Ooh, looks solid, Darren Clark. He's got his legs underneath him today. Immediately gets down in that defensive stance to D up. Little trap, got out of it easy. Olambe to Webley. Sorry. Jaden Webley with a little rim visit in his hometown of Calgary, getting back here as a member of Royal Crown. Royal Crown in the home whites. GTA Prep, black and red. GTA Prep lost yesterday to North Star. Royal Crown playing their first of 3 games here in the session. They are sitting at 2-0 thanks to 2 wins back home in the Greater Toronto area. But as mentioned, their first game on the NPA live stream this season, and man, Royal Crown's defense turned up at the rim multiple times. Transition three is cash money. Isaiah Adam, the Whitby native, hitting from downtown.
And these teams are really intriguing to me just because you look at the next couple of years and the recruiting pipeline and being able to bring just a couple more pieces to add size for GTA. And then for Royal Crown, they really don't need to add anything but experience.
Just going to come. Timeout for GTA Prep. They want to talk things over. 2-point game. Stay with us.
As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success.
Royal Crown has themselves a 2-point lead, and one of their Southern Ontario competition had quite a game today. Toronto Basketball Academy came out with a slim win over LBA, and talking to our crew back home in Toronto, that was a heck of a game, possibly a flu game for Jashawn Downey, who was game time call of whether he could even pull it off. And you can check out on our social media, he had a big and one late in the game, while Atiki Ali Atiki for LBA continued to be a monster on the glass.
And Jashawn Downey's grown to be one of the most consistent players in the country, averaging over 20 points a game.
But a heck of a game for LBA to almost pull out that win on TBA's home floor. And we all know playing at John Piani Collegiate is always a tough place to go in and try to come out with a win. And I think LBA is going to be, as they always do, a slow build towards nationals. Just over the midway point of the first quarter. And I think Royal Crown is quickly finding out what GTA Prep found out yesterday about you have to be able to change your game to the officiating that you're seeing. But both free throws are missed. Baseline, corner three, Alambe, wide open.
And that stroke's looking really smooth for him. I like
good.
the rotation on the ball there.
I first met him on a visit to Royal Crown and immediately made a strong impression on me. Just looked me in the eye, shook my hand, smile. Had no clue who I was, just wanted to introduce myself to him. And for such a young kid, it seems like a small thing, but modern day, that's something that goes a long way. And there is Olambe again, forcing the whistle. He'll get to the charity stripe as Royal Crown works on their 3-point lead.
Alambe looks to be breaking the free throw curse here in Calgary, Alberta.
I wish I could screenshot your facial reaction to that.
There you go, two
of
ones.
them, just pure.
Hey, I mean, I saw it from the three
I
that
know,
he took
same
from
here,
the corner, but the rotation on that shot cleaned up in a major way. He's looking really good.
Darren Clark, one of the horses of this GTA Prep squad. Nice bounce pass into the paint, kick back out. That is some good ball movement. It's amazing when you move the ball what happens, and it leads to a Dorel Bedminster downtown hit. Corner three back the other way, no good. Brought down by Michael John. Yours Michael John, coast to coast, back. Jeremy Fumina out of Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, Quebec. Skying through for the SWAT.
And the Quebec talent that's coming out over the next couple of years is actually quite scary, man. There's a lot of NBA potential in Quebec right now.
Cannot wait for my first Montreal basketball experience, which will be coming February 6 to 9 at Université Québec at Montreal.
Right downtown.
Oh, and the teams we have lined up for that.
I think we're going to see a whole nother side of Dynasty and Thetford.
Thetford, Dynasty, RNS, Halifax Preps, Canada Top Flight Academy, and Royal Crown, who will be in the middle of their NPA season, NPA schedule. And stay tuned for a little NPA announcement later on today involving Royal Crown that will make that Montreal session just that much more enticing for you to get out and watch if you're listening from that area right now. Michael John, no good. As we hit the midway point of our season at the conclusion of this session, we've been to Halifax, Winnipeg, now Calgary, and then Montreal and Ottawa coming up before the culmination in Toronto. NPA Nationals. Transition game.
Good. Isaiah Adams actually really good at reading the floor.
Yeah.
That time saw the opening, realized that there was guys in the corners, but a lot of traffic in the way. Couldn't get it to him.
Didn't force the push. Pushed it himself, didn't force the pass.
Correct.
On the push. Crossover into the paint. Tough take, good rebound, Darren Clark. Transition, like it, the ball did not hit the floor but could not finish. Royal Crown, very, very good at the rim. They are denying everything, and a throw down by Fumina. And everybody on Royal Crown knew you can't do that. That's an obvious tech. You cannot yell at your opponent. And immediately the coaching staff looks at him and says, do that again, you're going to be on the bench with us. Doesn't matter how many you know what? Forget that. Come onto the bench right now.
And it's unnecessary. You don't need to do that against an opponent that's half your size. You should be dunking, and it should look easy to you.
Jovel Miles, head coach Jovel Miles, in his first year with this first-year program, immediately gets him onto the bench. Didn't ream him out, just walked down the bench, hands out, saying why? Why? And exactly probably what you're saying. Of course you dunked on him. You don't need to yell. And he actually got away with the one on the block as well, had a little chat after the block there on the other end. So, hey, they're all young kids still learning. And I'm sure we won't see that again from Fumina. Tried to draw the charge on the pass. Ooh, I like Adams' body control there. Look at getting on the floor, Malachi Coke Harrison. Love the hustle. He had no business getting that ball, and it resulted in a wide open three from Zayden Cross. Love that.
Zayden Cross, a nearly 6'6" now, class of 2022. I like the upside on this one. We got him as one of the top-ranked kids in that class in Canada. And he's just scratching the surface in his potential.
That was an obvious travel. And in talking to the refs between games there, and they said the exact same thing, when it's not always that first foot going down, it's that back foot leaving. Do you know what I mean? In getting that ball down before that happens. Really like what I'm seeing from these two young teams right now, just trying to work through it, battling hard away from the ball. Hey, man, none of these teams traveled out to Calgary to go home with a bunch of L's under their belt. I just heard Coach Miles call that a travel before the whistle was blown.
Called it on his own
He
guy.
called it on his own guy.
But it shows you where his head is at in terms of developmental. This is a pure developmental coach. He wants these guys to get better. It's not about wins and losses in the first season. It's about getting them the experience and making sure that they're learning along the way.
Ooh, nice pick and roll from Virtue. It just didn't go straight up, kind of went on an angle that resulted in that. Nine-point lead right now for Royal Crown. Isaiah Adam getting the offense together. Cross, tripped over himself, back rims it.
And what I like about Zayden is his ability to restructure, regain balance, and get off a clean shot.
5 seconds to go. Nice take. Virgin. Last shot here. Woo! Thought that was going in. We got ourselves a ball game, folks, for 10 minutes. Stay with us.
Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the Blueprint. As a junior MPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. Junior. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The Blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court.
Golden Dough, it's a family restaurant. We are in Mississauga, been here for 25 years. It's a Middle East cuisine. We make it out of love. We make it fresh. It's very healthy for an athlete to come in to have a nice meal. Sitting around back home, like when you order a big plate or like a small plate, they like to share. A lot of family come together, they sit together. So this is what kind of makes it a family restaurant. Back in the day, my grandpa used to.
All right, we're back. NPA making an impact right now. Going to be all over the local news airwaves tonight, both CTV Calgary and Global Calgary out here over the last 2 days doing stories on the NPA, on Edge School, on the fact that we brought 4 teams from outside of Alberta to play this session here. It's amazing to kind of share the goals of this league, and you know, so many guys that come, like a lot of the reporters are former basketball guys, and they hear what's being done and they're like, it's amazing. Like, how come this hasn't been done before? It's always been done for hockey. Yep, you're right. Hasn't been done for basketball.
It's just a matter of timing, right? I think it can't be denied that with all the talent that's coming out of Canada, like, we need the infrastructure to be able to support the talent,
Yep.
keep them at home.
Malachi Virtue caught an elbow. Coke Harrison tried to draw the charge, and I think as he put his arms up, his elbow caught Virtue over top of the eyebrow. He was like that. Just a little out of the range. Foul on the elbow. Back at the line for GTA Prep. Adiris Moalen, whose older brother's college coach was in attendance yesterday. UBC Okanagan. The Heat. Hafith Moalen, one of the success stories of the NPA and GTA Prep. Many more to come as we have over 50 NPA alumni playing in the U Sports CCAA level. Got 20 down in the NCAA right now. A couple of guys nursing some injuries, possibly redshirting a year in order to come back healthy and ready to go for next season. A couple of guys succeeding at those levels. Just Sean Henry having himself a great second season with Bradley.
He found a really good place for him to play. He's gotten better in every statistical category this year in comparison to freshman season.
You mean it matters of your role and the type of team you're joining? I thought it was just the biggest name school you could possibly get to.
That's
transition. Heard footsteps, and it was just a little too much. Back the other way. Webley, yeah, trying to draw the charge on the big man, but he was nimble on his feet. Leads up to 8. Oh, good D, clean strip. Isaiah Adam.
And that's two pesky defenders for Royal Crown Academy between Spencer and Adam.
Spencer almost came up with another swipe there. Moalen tripping over himself a little bit, can't get the roll. A little helter-skelter right now. Both sides. Isaiah.
Why are you stopping me? Why are you stopping me?
Over 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter, game 2 of the day. After this, we got 5 more coming your way over the next 2 days. Some great matchups thus far and some, I guess you can call them upsets. Still early in the season, really hard to really say what major upsets are until things get cleared up a little bit. Transition easy to Isaiah Adam. GTA Prep kind of falling back into what got him into trouble in their last game. Just kind of throwing stuff up to throw it up. Ooh, nice passing in transition. Ball movement back up top. That is pure. Isaiah Adam from downtown. The lead's at 13. Coach Cooper wants to talk it over for GTA Prep. Stay with us, folks. Royal Crown is rolling.
3 seasons. Almost 300 games.
Oh, Jacoby Neath!
Thousands of kilometers over 8 provinces.
He tried to send that one to Banff.
Making Canadian basketball history.
History has been made.
Nearly 100 alumni are now playing at the post-secondary level. Some will see their dreams come true.
Some juice.
And all of our former players will forever be part of the NPA family.
Oh, killing time. Alan Spoonhunter's cooking up a show. Jordan Prasad putting the NPA on notice.
Now, new names will emerge.
Setting the NPA on fire.
With the same passion of those that came before them. And to them we say, next man up.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership.
Telling you, GTA Prep's going to get burnt coming out of one of these timeouts late. They're eventually just going to hand the ball over on an inbound.
Or a delay of game.
Yeah, and that's they almost got it right there.
So they wanted to talk over some of these takes to the rim.
The 1-on-3 takes don't work out well usually. See, 1-on-1, that works. You know, Royal Crown, doesn't have the size advantage at every position. This isn't a mismatch physically at every spot. That is where there's a mismatch. Royal Crown with Webley down low, but I mean, this is a big man who's still learning his own body.
And it was a similar situation with Sheg Akimbolombo. Those bigs that have, at least 100 pounds and 6 to 7 inches of height on their opponent. If they seal and they get stationed into position, it's all on the entry pass from there.
Isaiah Adams had the rock an awful lot. Gets called for the carry. That's 2 carry calls now in this game. I won't ask you your opinion. We'll just move on. Next possession. Doral Bedminster. Rubinoff. Moalen. Nice drive and kick.
And that's what they live off of. That's how they're able to get their shots open from the three-point line. GTA really struggling in this one offensively. Only 20 points on the board.
Yep.
We're about halfway through the second quarter here.
You just need to keep it close and compete until they start getting their range. They're a young team, but a bunch of guys who can shoot it.
I like what we're seeing from Webley here. Although he's not receiving the entry when he wanted, he's really moving around the block. He's moving with the ball, restationing.
And you can see the way he's running. He's focusing. They're obviously teaching him how to run as a big man. The whole knees up, using your arms to get yourself going. As you do see it, he is starting to gas a little bit out there. Having said all that, he was out here pregame working with the assistant coaches on his moves down low. So, I mean, it's not like he showed up. They came out today early, had a practice to get used to the gym, and then before this game, he put in a good 45 minutes of work in the post. It's a foul on Royal Crown. Rubinoff. Evans, pull up. Vegas Evans getting into the game a little earlier than he did yesterday when it comes to finding his range. That would be a good sign for GTA Prep. Malombe, handoff. Running their offense is Aiden Cross now. Into the corner, Malombe, no good. Yeah, that's not over her back. That's just the ball finding its way to the biggest man on the floor. Jump ball. Just over the midway point here of the second quarter, a 10-point lead for Royal Crown. Tough inbounds pass to throw. A lot of contact.
A lot of good hustle here from Virgin.
Yeah, a lot of good hustle on both sides of the ball here today. Up top, Adam really has definitely been the calming focus here in this first half. Every time he has the ball, everything seems very much under control.
Way off the mark is Cross.
Nice look. Good ball movement. Corner 3, Rubinoff. It's amazing. If you just focus on getting the ball in the paint at least once on a possession, all the other stuff opens up. Leads down to 7.
Paint touches are crucial, Jay. It changes the mindset of the defense. It allows them to automatically focus on the interior, taking their attention away from the perimeter.
That shows a lot to me about a young player like Zayden Cross. He just missed from range from a good half a foot. Next trip down the floor, little hesitation dribble, gets himself to the rim. Look what happens, and one opportunity. And he rattles it home. Just like that, leads back to double digits. Checking back in, Darren Clark and Nathan Virgin. Trying to make the final 3.5 minutes of this first half count for GTA Prep as they're stuck 10. Immediately Virgin gets after it defensively. Cross, Colombe. Looking for the big man, but it was cut off on the entry pass. Corner 3. Almost got the roll. It's going to be over the back on Webley. It's one of the hardest things for the big men to get used to, right? What is an over a back and what isn't.
And sometimes it's on the referees as well to be in the best position possible, so that that's not a disadvantage to the big man. He's playing against undersized competition. Sometimes it's going to look like it's an over the back, but it just happens to be his clear length over everybody else.
For the second straight quarter, Royal Crown finds themselves in the bonus, in foul trouble. GTA Prep weren't able to capitalize on that in the first quarter and then miss both here in the second quarter. And they get it back off a nice hustle play by Virgin. Giving up all kinds of size on Webley, reached around, knocked it off the big man out of bounds, and they get it back. See, good ball movement, but they haven't touched the paint yet. Now they do. Once again, Virtue, when he doesn't throw down, he misses very often at the rim.
I like the off-ball action from Virtue, just freeing himself up, making those cuts through the lane. It just gives you another option, somebody else to pass to from the wing.
That was Tombe Pitia getting on the board. And you see Coach Javel Miles just trying to get an explanation from the official. Just trying to say, like, I'm trying to explain to my team how to defend and not get whistled for a foul. Help me, help them, is what Coach Javel Miles is saying right now. Oh, tripping all over himself. Going back the other way, GTA Prep. 2:17 to go here in the first half. Virtue finally finishes at the rim. Back down to single digits. Colombe.
And the Colombe. The Olombe. The Olombe and Cross dynamic
Yes.
work really well together.
And there's Cross. Long two. But yeah, 100%. Wait till we do CTA Rook. Ooh, yep. Wait till we, that's a goaltend. Wait till we see the Royal Crown CTA game. Colombe, Olombe. That will be actually in Montreal, I believe. They won't see each other here. Yes, Elias, it's a deconstructed Indochino suit. We'll get back into that in a little bit later. No good from range. Royal Crown, ever since they got into foul trouble, not been able to keep the momentum going. GTA Prep all over themselves. And as I was mentioning, because I know you came over here to check out my jacket, I'll take the time right now to talk about Indochino. I got the deconstructed. It's a new suit being put forth by the made-to-measure geniuses at Indochino. So what they do is they don't put the shoulder pads in. They also don't put the chest plate in.
It's not as poofy.
It's not exactly.
Yeah, it sits into your form.
Yes, and even when you get the made-to-measure suit, just how a suit fits, like or the way it is with the shoulder pads and stuff, sometimes it just seems a little too boxy. Myself, in the basketball situations that we find ourselves in, sometimes I just want a sports jacket with a pair of pants. But you can get it with a suit as well, so you can put it together and wear a full-out suit, put a tie on it, you look great, or just wear it with a shirt and pants.
I like it.
So that's what I went with. Thanks to our friends at Indochino, our partners here in the NPA, as Olombe finishes with 2, who educated me on this when I went in, and that's why you should hit up an Indochino suit or showroom to see what they have to offer. We got the RJ Barrett collection as well. That's something we didn't hear yesterday. Count out from the bench on the shot clock. No good. Oh, bad outlet pass. GTA Prep, they're going to go for a quick strike. That foul on the body. 10-point lead, 22 seconds to go. Royal Crown, despite being in the foul trouble, have maintained a lead, mostly of double digits, throughout this first half. Both teams kind of finding their way through this. GTA Prep played a game yesterday, so they have experience of what they're going to see out here, both with the officials, the gym, everything like that. And while Royal Crown, this is their first game here at Edge, and they'll have 2 more. They play Edge tomorrow, Royal Crown and Edge. That's going to be a fun game. Much like this one is, with 22 seconds to go. Spencer dribbling through the crowd. 10 seconds on the game clock. Lumbe almost picked off. Running out of time. Stepped out of bounds along the sideline. .8 to go in the quarter. Darren Clark. Pull up. No good. 8-point lead at half. A Battle of Ontario in Calgary live. Stay with us. We'll be back after a 10-minute break.
They said a league like ours wouldn't work. Too many others have tried and failed. But here we are. They said our league couldn't last. The talent isn't good enough. The country's too big. The crowds would be too small. It's so nice to prove people wrong. And it's because of you, a fan base committed, a country united, a passion inside us that drives us, unites us, excites us. A mixture of golds and blacks, blues and whites, greens and wheat, and all for one red leaf. A new history in the making, new heroes to be crowned, new banners to be raised. The time has now come, and it's yours for the taking. The hard work, the memories, the steals, the threes, the blocks and thunderous dunks. For all those who doubted, here we are, here you are. Rise up, Canada, and let the games begin. Said a league like ours wouldn't work. Too many others have tried and failed. But here we are. They said our league couldn't last. The talent isn't good enough. The country's too big. The crowds would be too small. It's so nice to prove people wrong. And it's because of you, a fan base committed, a country united, a passion inside us that drives us, unites us, excites us. A mixture of golds and blacks, blues and whites, greens and wheat, and all for one red leaf. A new history in the making, new heroes to be crowned, new banners to be raised. The time has now come, and it's yours for the taking. The hard work, the memories, the steals, the threes, the blocks and thunderous dunks. For all those who doubted, here we are, here you are. Rise up, Canada, and let the games begin. They said a league like ours wouldn't work. Too many others have tried and failed. But here we are. They said our league couldn't last. The talent isn't good enough. The country's too big. The crowds will unites us, excites us. A mixture of golds and blacks, blues and whites, greens and wheat, and all for one red leaf. A new history in the making, new heroes to be crowned, new banners to be raised. The time has now come, and it's yours for the taking. The hard work, the memories, the steals, the threes, the blocks and thunderous dunks. For all those who doubted, here we are, here you are. Rise up, Canada, and let the games begin. They said a league like ours wouldn't work. Too many others have tried and failed. But here we are. They said our league couldn't last. The talent isn't good enough. The country's too big. The crowds would be too small. It's so nice to prove people wrong. And it's because of you, a fan base committed, a country united, a passion inside us that drives us, unites us, excites us. A mixture of golds and blacks, blues and whites, greens and wheat, and all for one red leaf. A new history in the making, new heroes to be crowned, new banners to be raised. The time has now come, and it's yours for the taking.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com, creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com, while sharing it all through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
Last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada and to have this opportunity to play in the NPA. It really means everything to help push Canadian basketball forward.
I love the NPA because it's given me an opportunity to showcase my skills and talents in front of many coaches across the country.
Teams from New Brunswick don't usually get the exposure you would, but the NPA provides that, and just the competition is great.
It's a national scene. You're not playing guys in Ontario only or only in your city. You get to travel all over Canada, places you've never been before.
Each team had a different style of play, and that was something you had to prepare for every single game. They really helped to prepare us for our basketball career. It's not just me, it's my whole team.
Y'all are doing a great job of just exposing some of the underrated talent. It's a great spotlight, right? I think it's the best league in Canada.
It's given us a platform from Western Canada and the prairies especially to showcase that we do have talent that stacks up with the best talent in the country.
I really love the fact that I get to be proud of my school, of my team, of my guys, and put them on a national stage, which is what the NPA allows us to do.
It's come a long way just because
Sorry, Tony House, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but we're back for second half action. CTA with the day off here went up to Banff to have a little bonding experience, a team that probably needs it right now. They'll be back on the floor tomorrow.
Banff, one of the most beautiful places in Canada. If you haven't been, I highly recommend it. Got to go a couple of times in the summer and canoe through there.
Jeez, I've been to Calgary twice now and I still...
Yeah, you've been going pretty much accommodations to gym back. Like,
yep.
Yeah, these trips have been...
I thought this year would not be that, but better laid plans, as they say.
It's way too cold anyways. I wouldn't want to go to Banff right now.
But it looks so pretty. Royal Crown with the rock, looking for Webley down low. Instead, they go into the corner. Malachi Coke-Harrison, kick out. Wing three, man, that looked good coming off the fingertips of Jasamir Alambe.
He's really tightened up that form. You can see from the wrist action, the flick, you can see the rotation, follow through, everything's looking cleaner for Jasmine. Darren Clark on top here, tries to go for the ISO, off-balance shot, his front rim. Nice block by Weebly. And the ball movement here for Royal Crown, real solid, real clean, very unselfish play from this young squad.
Back the other way. GTA Prep. They pushed it up, then slowed it down. Nice wraparound pass. I've been waiting for yours, Michael John, to really make an impact out here in Calgary. He's yet to be able to do it. Maybe that little dish will get him going.
Fun fact about Michael John, he's the cousin of Nick Stauskas.
I can see that now.
You see the shooting, eh?
Ah. Jumper is good off the fingertips of Zayden Cross. Virtue, offensive rebound, saves it, but Royal Crown gets it back in transition. Getting to the baseline, into the corner. Three ball, no good. Cross coming down with it. Alambe. Back down to Cross, baseline jumper. Tried to sell the foul, no whistle coming. Michael John pushing back the other way. Yeah, that's a foul. Smart move, he went back to his right to draw that foul because he had run out of room. Leads at 7, 2.5 minutes in. A reminder that we will be back tomorrow live on NorthPoleHoops.com, where Edge School will be taking on this Royal Crown Academy, followed by CTA and North Star. Ooh, intriguing.
And North Star.
CTA
Yeah,
coming off the loss, and Coach Darren Leonard said he appreciated the schedule maker setting him up against a CTA squad coming off a loss against Edge, while North Star flying high with back-to-back wins, including against hometown Edge. And then Edge will be putting their roster of 16 to the test as they'll be back on the floor taking on this GTA prep squad in the nightcap.
Well, thank you, FA, for coming out with that schedule.
Jumper no
FA,
good.
I meant Jason, by the way. Thank you, Jay. It's definitely a more relaxed schedule than having to do 4 or 5 games in one day.
Oh, wait till Ottawa. If you're in the Ottawa area and you would like to be a part of the National Preparatory Association's Ottawa session, reach out. Info@NorthPoleHoops.com. let us know how you can help out. We would love to have you out. Got 12 teams, 25 games over 5 days. Oh, steal and off the opponent. Isaiah Adam. Those are the type of plays that win you games. Leads at 10. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the third. Lumbe loses it on his way in. He's battling. Basket and the bump. Jasimir Alambe. Looking for the three-point play. Leads at 12.
Box out first. The box out.
Once again trying to get after it. It's Coke Harrison, but couldn't save it. GTA Prep comes out. Shot clock at 16. Clark, been rather quiet today. Front rims it, Lumbe. That is a block. It was a 50-50. They called it a block. Isaiah Adam will be at the line. Back rim's the first. Missed them both. Michael John, no good. Transition game. Oh, nice move, no finish. Well, end-to-end action right now. I think Virtue was asking for an alley-oop. Got the ball earlier than he expected and lost it out of bounds.
Over the last 2 years, Jay, I'm seeing so many kids really start to master the Euro step and just really be able to free themselves up.
I think the challenge is when you learn it is to not overuse it.
Yeah.
That was a perfect example of using it to your advantage in the right time. Just didn't have the finish. Yeah, they're telegraphing that entry pass way too much, resulting in multiple steals. They'll be able to look back at the tape and understand it and learn from it for sure. Yeah, GTA Prep really needs to be able to get it going from range to stick in this game. They come down with the offensive rebound, though. I like that I saw Rubinoff, the three-point shooter, pulling down that one-handed rebound, leading to some points for GTA Prep. Midway point is here in the third quarter. Beat the shot clock, couldn't get it to go. GTA Prep has numbers in transition. Rubinoff. Three-on-one and dribbled it off his foot out of bounds. GTA Prep coaching staff keeping it positive over there. Timeout on the floor. Communication wasn't there, so they want to talk it over. 12-point lead. Stay with us.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get. and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer, shorter, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of...
We got a 12-point lead here for Royal Crown, who have been in control of this game since the beginning. GTA Prep sticking around, but have not been able to close the gap, as they've not been able to find their stroke from range like they did yesterday. Nice ball movement from Royal Crown. A little late on the passes, but they get bailed out with a money ball from Zayden Cross.
He's looking like one of the best scorers in 2022 right now. Knocking it down consistently.
Yeah, pretty effortless with it, really. Another entry pass picked off. This time it's Royal Crown with the steal. Protecting it in transition was Isaiah Adam. The layup is good. Stepped out of bounds along the sideline, I believe. Leads up to 17. Opportunity for Royal Crown to be able to work on some things in live game speed with a comfortable lead, but all it takes is GTA Prep to start getting hot from range, and the game could be a totally different story. .324 to go. Moalen, no good. That was Isaiah Morant putting the body on to clear some space for the rebound, but they give it away.
Good follow-up by Zayden Cross, grabbing his own rebound, keeping possession. Looks like there's a foul called and he's going up for two.
At the line, shooting two will be Zayden Cross. Sorry about that, folks. Electronics are interesting things sometimes. You had a couple missed threes from GTA Prep, and then down the other way another miss, so you didn't really miss anything. Thank you for Tristan Jones for getting us back up and running as quickly as possible. Wow. And that's why they say don't leave your feet before knowing what you're going to do with it. Oh, transition. Two-handed slam Throwing it down at the foot of the Rocky Mountains was Zayden Cross.
And a good job there by Spencer to start things off. He forced GTA on the other side into Weebly, and that's how Zayden got open for that transition bucket. Here's Cross again, this time on the outlet.
Cross, no good. Evans comes out with it, pushing it back for GTA Prep, who are now stuck 20.
Another great call, seriously. Seriously. That's gonna keep that stuff out of the way. I'm not playing some of these guys, so I'll play 5-on-4.
Wasn't going to say anything until a free throw was hit again, so. Now 50, we're back going. What's that?
50-50 from the free throw line, and that's any team.
Yeah, it's probably about where the high school ranks are at in free throw shooting currently in the world of basketball.
I think statistically right now the best free throw shooting team is RNS.
That is not surprising. Olambe from downtown. 1:20 to go here in the third. I'll tell you, man, it's creeping into every level of basketball. Aside from the highest levels in the NBA, I mean, for example, G League, believe the average of the free throw percentage for teams in the G League is something like 69 or 70%. Wow.
Poked from behind. GTA gets the steal.
Evans. Yeah, foul called on the push just away from the ball by Jalen Spencer. Mo Allen. .45 seconds to go now here in the third quarter. Leads at 20. GTA Prep was kind of in the same spot yesterday. Battled back to get it almost a single digits before losing by 20. Yeah, nice take. Zayden Cross really doing it inside, doing it outside. A little bit of everything.
Player.
Yeah.
The fact that if he couldn't dribble, it would make his offense a lot harder to create, but he could put it on the deck a little bit. Gives him a bit of an advantage. You know, a lot of 6'6" guys, usually at his age, class of 2022, they haven't put it together using the handle.
Got a lot of length, obviously, in the 2022. What weight he puts on and where can really define, I guess, where he's going to go, what kind of position he's going to be playing, style of player. But, I mean, he has a lot of tools, that's for sure. $18 seconds to go. Corner three to beat the clock is good. Jalen Spencer counts it. The lead is over 20 now, 24 heading into the fourth. Stay with us.
It has to be beat down into your head. You have to be challenged repetitively. You have to set a trend for the next guys that are coming up. asked to go harder. Give your hardest before you are asked.
In the fall, rep tryouts set the stage, but not everyone makes the cut. Players that catch the eyes of coaches are awarded a roster spot and a chance to represent, but nothing else for now. The work is just beginning. Playing time is fought for, rep by rep, and practice after practice.
By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball.
That is irregular, Elias. But sometimes in today's day and age, irregular is regular. I hate when guys pick up the ball from the ground and shoot it right away. It's like impossible to get into the shooting pocket.
You just got no legs in it.
No. Well, even if you have legs, you have that ball traveling such a far distance. Wow, they really are not able, like Malachi Virtue, still very raw, right? We saw the bunnies yesterday, but has a lot that he needs to work on. His teammates really don't get him the ball in the right spot. Like he's constantly looking to leap, and they're giving him the ball like on the hip.
Yeah, and it just makes it tough, puts him in tough situations.
Yeah. Nice pull up there, Darren. You see flashes from Darren Clark.
Ooh. Darren Clark's the type of kid, you put some scores around him, he's going to make them look really good. He's more of a playmaking point guard than a scoring point guard.
Webley gets some time on the bench. You can see the work that Webley is putting in right now.
31 is 3.
You know, we've watched big men in Canada for so many years now. And how much extra work they have to put in, to get their body right, to then learn the game. The fact that big men in Canada, very often you don't have the opportunity to play other legit big men, so you can't develop a lot of those skills.
It happens often, and also with guards too. A lot of guards don't know how to feed their big men.
Oh,
how to get the entry pass in.
Yeah, we've seen it today. Telegraphing entry passes. Big rebound. Brought down. Royal Crown pushing back the other way.
So far, so good with everything we've seen from Cross, aside from that shot.
Yeah, that was good defense from Nathan Virgin, defending, challenging without fouling. Malachi Coke Harrison, who's provided a lot of hustle and energy for this team. Like I said, it's the first time I've been able to watch Royal Crown, and you're definitely kind of seeing the players settle into their roles. First year program, a lot of players getting used to each other, first year coach. So a lot of things coming together kind of on the run. Buck and a half gone here. Royal Crown, because of that strong defense at the rim, have been able to hold GTA Prep to under 50 points right now in the fourth quarter. Banging it in from the line. Whip into the corner. Ball movement. They're just not quite clean on that whipping it around the perimeter yet. The passes are not.
The hands are not ready.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Is it the hands or is the pass not quite on target? I guess it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, maybe both.
But they seem like they have to collect it before passing it on. Like they're still not clean, but I mean, obviously, what would you expect? Like we had just talked about, new squad together, very young.
And the more time that they spend together, I think this team's going to be, a force.
Oh yeah.
Royal Crown in their first year here, but looking good so far. I mean, considering their age, they got the pieces, they got the size, the strength, athleticism.
Consistently at the rim, they are shutting guys down. Back up top, Rubinoff. Clark. Foul down low.
And for the Royal Crown fans who are watching at home, be prepared. You guys got another stud coming your way. Class of 2021, Josh Primo, has committed to the Royal Crown Academy program and will be joining them here in the second semester. We'll see him in Ottawa.
Give me a little bit about Primo.
Oh, man. I mean, we got him highly ranked. He's obviously a kid that played for Team Canada. Had a really strong AAU circuit as well. High-flying 6'6" wing. Could really shoot it. That's his. I think most people would say that's his specialty. But he's become a lot more dynamic with the ball in his hands, able to create. Took a visit to Alabama, and he's considering going as a 2020 and opting out of that post-grad year. So we'll see what happens with that.
I think just generally speaking, anytime that we can get a top young player back north of the border to continue his basketball career, whether it be for a semester or for a full calendar year, nothing but positives for basketball in Canada. And then hopefully as we move along in the future, hopefully we don't have to bring him back. Hopefully we just keep him here
from the start.
the start.
I think that trend is already started to change. And the more and more kids that have success both in Canadian universities and American universities while finishing their high school careers here, it's catching on and people are seeing it. They don't need to go.
Some of the best ball movement we've seen from GTA Prep in this entire second half, and they could not cash it. Rubinoff into the corner. Virgin behind the back, step back, no good. Wow, just telegraphing that pass, giving Royal Crown all day to come up with the steal. Tripping up on the feet, resulting in the foul. Nope, called a travel. Rubinoff. Virtue battling for it.
fouled up. Good.
PTA fouls out of the game. 6'7" class of 2022. Zayden Cross checks back in.
And Tom Bay plays a little bit risky defensively, jumps at everything. He fell for a couple of pump fakes. Gonna want to review that film and see what kind of changes you can make defensively. Good thing is for a guy like him as well, time is on his side. Class of 2022. 6'7", he has all the physical tools to work with.
Royal Crown looking to finish things out strong in the final 6 minutes here. They've been in control from the beginning, but still a lot to work on, a lot of things to clean up. No better way to do it than in game speed. And on cue, a turnover from Isaiah Adam. Just not on the same page on the baseline cut from Jasmir Olambe.
Jasmar.
What'd I say? Jasmir? Give me a couple of games.
Good pump fake by Olambe there.
Jasmar Olambe. Sideline, negative step, out of bounds. Something that we've seen consistently at the high school level. In here, in FIBA play. Virtue forcing his way in. Malachi Coke-Harrison. Believe he fouled out there.
There it is again. Jasmar Olambe, 3-ball has come correct, man. That's a major improvement in his game, and I've already included it in the scouting report for him, updating his profile. This kid's come a long way, and I could see him really being able to start running some point as well. Of course, a lot of guards on this Royal Crown Academy to share the ball with.
Transition easy two for the big man.
That looked like a drill.
It'd be nice to see after some more practices under their belt how GTA prep looks. Transition again. Timeout for GTA prep, 4:11 to go. Stay with us.
They said a league like ours wouldn't work. Too many others have tried and failed. But here we are. They said our league couldn't last. The talent isn't good enough. The country's too big. The crowds would be too small. It's so nice to prove people wrong. And it's because of you, a fan base committed, a country united, a passion inside us that drives us, unites us, excites us. A mixture of golds and blacks, blues and whites, greens and wheat, and all for one red leaf. A new history in the making. New heroes to be crowned, new banners to be raised. The time has now come, and it's yours for the taking. The hard work, the memories, the steals, the threes, the blocks and thunderous dunks. For all those who doubted, here we are, here you are. Rise up, Canada, and let the games begin.
We are back live.
Royal Crown has maintained this lead pretty much throughout the whole game. There's Vegas Evans knocking down a triple to cut some of the, or stop some of the bleeding, but it's been Royal Crown all the way here. Zayden Cross and Jasmar Alambe knocking down from three consistently. Jaden Weebly getting it done down low. Off balance, off the mark is that time from Alambe.
GTA Prep getting after it defensively. Corner. Jasmar. Poked away by Michael John. Beat the clock, but could not get it to go. Passes up another, tries to whip it down low. Nice reverse finish, Isaiah Adam.
Gotta give it to these guys, man. They're young, but they got some chemistry. They're learning how to play together.
Yeah, learning it on the fly. I like Isaiah Adam, his body control today in a lot of different ways. Not only finishing at the rim, but getting through traffic and everything. Been very impressed. Ball movement. 50-50 goes uncalled. Vegas Evans misses the bunny. Ooh, that was pure from Adam in the corner.
It's good to see that there's so many weapons on the floor for Royal Crown that can hit the three. A lot of them really developing off the bounce, but to be as young as they are and knock it down as consistently as they have been is a good sign. You keep a team like this, a squad like this for, throughout their graduation, they'll be really good.
Casimar Alambe, no good.
You got to be able to see Weebly on that one.
Once again, having himself a fourth quarter is Isaiah Adam, cashing it in. Gets much tougher from here for Royal Crown in their final two games of the session. His jumper is good. From yours, Michael John, under a minute to go here. Webley.
Some garbage points on the board for GTA here, but this one's done. 89-61, just 43 seconds to play.
Yeah, I'd like to see Royal Crown finish this one out, though, with a little bit more energy and oomph.
even the ones that they're missing, man, 3 balls still has a chance.
Evans. Colombe comes down with it. They just got to get it over half. They do just that. We wrap up day 2. Got 2 more coming your way. 3 games tomorrow and 2 on Sunday. Thank you for joining us. Royal Crown improves to 3-0 on the season. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Thank you.